Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So let me just get you to my normal screen here. Okay, cool. So what we're going to be doing today is actually just a little bit of product research to try and find another, Amazon FBA private label product. So as you guys know, or if you don't know, if you're new here, welcome. What we're doing is kind of this micro testing approach to Amazon FBA. So we're not you're doing this big launch, this big expensive launch to try and hopefully rank for, the broadest keyword of some huge product that costs, 5 to 10 grand to start. And it makes you potentially like $1,000 a day, right? So that's not what we're doing. We're doing, $1,500 to start, $2,000 to start, and just aiming for those $100 a day profits. I was trying to combine the word profit and product for some reason. $100 a day profit margin on a product, right? And then instead of doing, if our goal was $1,000 a day in profit, right? Pretty good amount of money. You could essentially live however you want with that much money, right? That's what we're going for, is like passive income and freedom. So in any, if you ever read about anyone that's ever been successful with money, it's asset allocation, right? So don't have all your eggs in one basket. Everyone's heard that. So that's kind of what you're doing when you have one big Amazon product that makes you all your money. What if something goes wrong? Like, count your downsides. And if you have 10 products, 3 of those could still fail and you'd be making 70% of your income. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. And we're gonna be kind of just using the web app, Jungle Scout web app, and looking for some products, right? So hopefully I'll be signed in still. Yeah, cool. So if you don't know what this tool is, this is the product database by Jungle Scout. It's only $39. Probably the coolest tool I've ever used for finding products. I've found every product with this. Yeah, I actually have. I've found other product ideas with other ones, but all the ones that I've launched have actually been with this. So let's see. Oh, you know what? Maybe I found one without this. Anyway, this is a great tool for finding products. Let's just get to the point here. So you could select categories here and then tell Jungle Scout, so that you could see 70 million products right here. What Jungle Scout's doing is it's actually attaching itself to the Amazon catalog, right? So every single product in Amazon is going to be in Jungle Scout here. And then what you're doing is just kind of sorting it to show you what you want to see, right? So if I want to see a product that's $18 to $25, that has 300 sales a month, that has, low competition, it's going to show me that, and I could select any category I want. So we're going to actually look in arts, crafts, and sewing. I've just been having this gut feeling about that category lately. Really like it. I don't know why. And maybe camera and photo. So let's just change it up. No, we're not going to do that actually. Let's just, we'll keep it to one thing. We'll keep it simple. I'll save that for another video. So minimum price, I don't want anything really under like $15. Reason being, your profit margin is going to be pretty low under there. So fees, I've never seen lower than like $3.50. So figure you're at 12 now, and if the product cost, $4 to get into the US and your product costs, you're knocking yourself down below a $10 profit margin. We want $10 per product sale for profit. It's reasonable. So let's say, max price is, I don't want it too high. Let's go like 34 or 35 something. So we'll get the $34.99 products in there. And that's realistically a great range to sell in. Like the $20 to $35 price range is my favorite. It's a good combination of keeping your order costs down, because those products can pretty much be cheap on Alibaba, even if you have a very good quality product. But you still get to make those $10, $15, even $20 profit margins per product sale. So at $20 profit, you would only have to sell 5 a day to make $100 a day. That's pretty easy to do. So max minimum sales, let's go ahead and just put 300 right in there. I've set that lower before, but right now I really don't want less than 10 sales a day. That's what I'm going for. And then max sales, let's go for, we don't want too high either. So let's just go right under 1,000. I don't really want to see 1,000 sales per month. Maybe we'll give it a little bit of leeway, because we could probably work with something like that. Cool. And then the revenue range, this is like a question I get asked a lot. What is like, that sweet spot for revenue? So you could pretty much just use this. I like, about 6,000. Whoa, not 60,000. $6,000 to about 16,000. Now, what I found is you really can't make $100 a day in profit if you don't have 6,000 or at least 5,000 for your minimum. I see some people put, like, even in my old videos, I used to put 3, 4 in there, 2 even, way too low. I like this better. Why not make $100 a day? Those products do exist that you can launch for just as cheap as the product that's going to make you 50 a day. So let's just cut those out, not even make them part of the equation. And then 16,000, not 20, not 30,000. I don't want to see too much revenue. Okay, so too much revenue is also bad. Too much competition is going to be harder to get ranked for that product. So let's just go with 16,000. Max reviews, really we could say as high as like 98. Anything under 100 is pretty much good. Under 75 is great. I've taught that as well. But recently I'm just seeing that if you really differentiate well, right now my top competitor for a product I'm launching has 200 4.5-star reviews, and I'm still making 10, 15 sales a day, and I have 5 reviews, which is super exciting. You see my face just lit up because my differentiation is so good that it's selling, and like the reviews start to become less and less of a factor, right? So that's cool. Max weight, let's keep it pretty light. Let's go like 0.6. So a little over half a pound there, and that's just a fraction of a pound, so it's not actually ounces. Max sellers will leave alone. Listing quality score will also leave alone. I like to keep it pretty basic here. Let's just go ahead and hit search now. Now it's going to load it up, and you can see 70 million down here is going to turn into maybe 10, 15,000. Okay, that doesn't seem right. So I'm trying to figure out why that might be. It could be this right here. And we only have one category selected. So I'm used to selecting like, 5 or 6 at once. So that's actually pretty good. So we're seeing everything that, arts, crafts, and sewing has to offer that fits this criteria. Okay, cool. I like it. Yeah, I was just going over really quick because it seemed like it pulled up a pretty small number of listings, but let's just look through here. So all I'm looking at is the pictures. Because we already know, reviews are going to be under 100, revenue is going to be in the range that we want. The weight's going to be under 0.6, and the price is going to be between 15 and 30. So you don't have to look at any of that. Just look at the pictures and look for something unique, right? If you recognize the product, if it's something like kind of like a stereotypical Amazon product, we don't want it, right? So like a clasp connector, 4 reviews doing 11,000. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like that's going to be pretty hard to differentiate though. And it's 10 pieces. Okay. I mean, we'll check it out actually. I just think we'll have a hard time differentiating that. So there's actually 2 different listings showing. Those are 2 totally different ASINs, both the same brand though. Okay. I mean, we'll check it out. Why not? And then, okay. So they're kind of dominating this. Looks like they have a bunch of different ones. I think that's too basic of a product. So let's keep looking actually. Pistol grips, interesting. Let's try that out. Just open that in a new tab and we'll keep looking. So my method with product research, I've been teaching people for several months now, and like I've literally talked to hundreds of people all over the world. I do calls with people. If you're wondering if that's available, no, right now it's sold out. So the biggest thing that I see that leads to failure with product research is like what I just did is the opposite of what I'm about to say that causes failure, right? So seeing a product that might work, clicking in, going to Alibaba, doing all that stuff right now, don't worry about that. Like do step 1, like do product research when you're doing product research. So I was doing product research, right? I found the product. Now open it in a new tab and forget about it and find a couple more. So I want to find like, 3 or 4 products that I'm going to, find in product research, and then I'm going to go actually figure out if they're good to sell after. So don't worry about all of that right up front. You're going to get carried away, and this is why I'm able to launch 1 or 2 products a month, right? Is because I actually do product research when I'm doing product research, find a ton of good products, and then when I'm trying to narrow down, I'm trying to narrow down. When you try and do all those steps all at once, you confuse yourself, you forget what you're doing, you get frustrated. I find it best to just kind of separate it into different steps, right? Makes sense. Make a little bit of progress every day instead of trying to bang out the whole process in one night. An antique feather dip pen set. Okay, cool. We'll try that out too. I like it. So if you kind of see the pattern of what I'm looking for here, we went into something that's kind of weird, right? So like I would never find that at a store. An antique feather dip pen set, okay? Never seen that in a store in my life. Also, what was the other thing we clicked on? The pistol grips, right? It's just kind of like, these aren't huge products. There's not huge markets for these products. They kind of fit into the criteria of what we're looking for. Just these weird niche little products. Okay. I'm gonna go a little bit faster now. So creative grids, pineapple trim tool. What does that even mean? Let's actually check that out. I don't know what it is, so that's probably a good thing. Creative grids, machine quilting tool. Okay. Interesting. Keep looking. Now we got 3 now. Let's try and find like 5. So here's my product research strategy right here. Keep looking until you find 5, and then we'll go analyze them after. Mandala tools for painting rocks. I feel like I've seen that product before, but I don't remember how it looked, so I'm going to open that up. Oh man, boob slippers. Now that's a niche product. Paintbrush set is too generic, too broad. Okay, watercolor paint, way too broad, way too generic. Too big of a market. So you can see all the products I've opened up are very small markets, right? I mean, on a grand scheme of things, pistol grips might be a very big market, but on Amazon, that specific, 1911 pistol grip, probably not so big of a market. And this is something the more you do, the more you'll figure out kind of what to click on. So my biggest advice to you would be finish this video, go pick up Jungle Scout. So if you don't have this tool, the web app yet, it's actually the first link, not the first link, second or third link down in the description. You could pick it up, excuse me, and it is an affiliate link, so I do make a small commission off of that. Helps me out, just if you want to get it and you're going to get it anyway, you could grab it from that link down there. Okay, so let's go analyze now, right? So we banged out this whole page, and that was actually all the 132 products or whatever it said, right? How many was it? Yeah, 132. Memory's on point. So we're gonna actually just completely move over now, and we're gonna go start analyzing. So let's check this one out. Why is this in cell phones and accessories? All right, chill out, chill out. Okay. So this probably isn't doing as well as Jungle Scout web app thinks it is. I'm guessing they're just launching. And okay, so let's, I have no idea why we're in cell phone and accessories. 1911 pistol grips. So, the next step would be to search the broadest key term. And then we are going to, look at it with the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, which is actually right here. So again, you can pick this up down in the description if you don't have this yet. And this is like the must-have tool. So this is going to tell you actually the demand of the market, the sales of the market. You have to have this. So we don't actually need that open. I'll just go back here. Why is everything loading again? I don't know. I'm a little bit farther away. I'm not in my usual recording area. And I have a pretty old house here that I'm in right now. So the floors are like very thick. Wi-Fi is not Even though we have good Wi-Fi, it's like not too fast down here. Okay, let's see. How did they use Wi-Fi back in the 1930s? They must have had a really hard time getting that signal through these floors. Okay, cool. So while it's thinking, let's kind of start analyzing the reviews here. So reviews, we have 361 up top, and then everyone else, okay, see now there's more loading in. That's too much reviews, too many reviews. So what I would ideally like to see here is that the average reviews, you know, on page 1, I see that this, obviously the average says 81, but looking here with my eyes, that's clearly not a good representation of the first, you know, 14 listings here. That's probably considering all, like this is probably 50 listings that's averaging. Right here on page 1, just what it shows right here, I'd like to see the average be between 50 and 70. So I really don't want to see anyone with over 100, maybe 1 or 2 listings with over 100. That's fine. I'm currently selling a product against someone with 200 reviews, but it's only one person, right? So it's not a ton of people like this, 600, 300. At that point, reviews do start to weigh in pretty heavily. So I'm going to say this is a no. And again, something that leads to most of my success is being able to just walk away that quickly. So I value time very much so on the scale of things that are important. So let's just not waste any time, get over it right there, bang, we're done. So we'll find something else. I see way too many people spending way too much time on a product that ends up leading to nowhere. And in the same amount of time that they researched one product, I've researched 10. So let's do change to all departments, please. Okay, maybe it is and it's just lagging. So that was called a, I know they had Harry Potter in the title. Let's do like a old feather pen would be the broadest. Feather pen. All right, let's check it out. So again, we're gonna pull up Jungle Scout. Okay, I'm looking at the reviews loading in, and it looks to be pretty good so far. If this is actually what it ends up settling on, we'll just have to see what the revenue looks like. Okay, so revenue is pretty low. Do you see how, you know, we're looking for that $5,000 to $15,000 revenue average, and here we don't even have one person making 5. They're coming close, but again, they have 300 reviews. Ideally, we want to see, you know, everyone with pretty low reviews with a good amount of revenue. So that's not going to work. Again, we're just going to get right out of it. Not going to waste any time on it. We're just going to go look at the next one. We're going to analyze it. This is like a really quick way to show you how to spend less time doing product research. Ideally, like I want you guys spending more time doing product research, but I want you spending more time doing product research, not, you know, fiddling around with, you know, one product, looking on Alibaba, wasting a bunch of your time. Like I want you guys in here doing product research and finding a ton of ideas so that come time to pick something, you actually have a big list of things that are all really good. And then you could end up launching the one that's best. So when, you know, if I say I open this up, I found the creative grids and I just opened this. And then for the rest of the day, I was on Alibaba trying to find something. Like, do you know how many other opportunities we could have found? Like I just found 5 products, and even though some of them aren't working out, that's the process. So like you're eliminating so many ideas, and that's how you could get more and more ideas to think of what's really the best, right? So what would we even call this? I have really no idea. How long have they been selling? First of all, this is Helium 10 down here. They've been selling for, you know, over a year, but it looks like, well over a year, like 3 years. So they just got ranked in 2017. Okay, this has been around for a long time. No idea what this is for, to be honest. The title is really bad. It doesn't really tell me what it is. pineapple trim tool. Okay. I guess. They're all the same though. This doesn't look good. Yeah, they don't even have any reviews. I'm not even gonna waste my time looking on Jungle Scout. We're just gonna get that one out of there. Not a big enough market. So, I mean, you don't want a huge market, but you actually want a relatively big market so that there's enough room for you to come in and, you know, utilize some of the customer base. Mandala tools for painting rocks. That's actually something that comes up right when I type it in, so I'm just going to go with that. That doesn't seem, you know, it's a little bit of more of a long tail keyword, but it works. Let's check it out. So pull up Jungle Scout, see what it has to say. What do you got to say, Jungle Scout? Okay, reviews look really good. Once the revenue comes in, we'll know for sure how we're looking. Okay, this looks by far the best to me. So here's a perfect example of how to stop spending so much time doing product research by spending more time doing product research. This is like a confusing little theory that I just came up with, but it's like when you're doing product research, do not click through and do this part right away. Because for instance, this was the last thing that I opened. But imagine had I spent a couple hours on all the other products, you know, wasting time going through and triangulating data between which one of those were better. I would have never even gotten to this one, but this is by far the best. So what I want you guys to start doing is when you're doing product research, just open the link in a new tab and forget about it and keep finding stuff. Make a big list, you know, go into Docs, you know, Google Docs, and just put the keywords of products in there. And then maybe even a whole day, tomorrow, go and do this and analyze all of them. So look at this. I mean, this looks great. Okay, so we have someone with 12 reviews, 1,700 per month in revenue, 5 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand, 4 grand, 8 grand, you know, 3, 4. So that revenue is consistent through here. Now, all we have to do is differentiate. So there's definitely, you definitely would be able to make 300 sales. I mean, look at, if you average these sales here, it's probably 300 for everyone. Let's see. So a little bit lower than average sales price, but it seems like the people that are priced higher are actually doing better. Dotting tools kit. Okay, and these pictures are horrible. Like that one's not even on a real white background, it's on an off-white background, and they're making 10 grand a month with 55 reviews. I love it. You know, go figure out how to differentiate this. You could have this product idea. You know, I obviously just found it on camera, so it'd be kind of foolish for me to go launch it myself. Have a bunch of you guys trying to reverse engineer what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah, this is a great idea. Say, like, I would literally consider doing this if I could think of a good enough differentiation. And now don't try and differentiate it right away. Okay, lock this idea away. Go do more product research. Like, even though I just found a good product, still go find 3 more products that look exactly like this, and then figure out of those 3 amazing products, which one can you differentiate the best out of those. So that's going to do it for today, guys. You know, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. You know, we're growing like crazy. I say that all the time. It's like my slogan, but we really are. You guys are absolutely crushing it. Thank you so much for all your support. And I look forward to, you know, having you more and more people reach out to me every day. Hey, you know, your methods are working. I just took your course. You know, I took it at the beginning of the month. I just ordered my first products. It came in. I made 10 sales my first day. Someone literally said that. So that's so cool that you guys are taking action. You're executing. I'd love to see more stories like that. So, you know, who's going to execute? Who's going to go be the next person to do something like that, right? Just go take the action necessary to get to where you want to be. So that's going to do it, guys. I hope you're having a great weekend. It's Sunday for me. I'll probably be, oh, was I that close the whole time? Cutting off the top of my head. I couldn't see myself because I'm not on my usual recording rate. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there for you guys. I'm going to, if you see me looking like this for the next 3 videos, I'm pre-recording stuff for you guys. I'm on vacation right now if you're seeing this. So anyways, guys, I'll see you in a couple days in a different sweatshirt. I haven't been wearing a sweatshirt for the same, past 4 days. I just pre-recorded some stuff for you guys. So hopefully you like this. Just literally me doing product research. I know you guys love coming along for the journey, come along for the ride, seeing what I'm actually doing. And like, that's just a normal day for me. Like, wake up, have some coffee, grab my laptop, do some product research. Even though I already just launched 2 products, still launching them, which are doing great, by the way. Sold, 1 to 3 for the first 4 days. In the last 3 days, sold 12 units, 16 units, 10 units yesterday, or 12 units, something like that. Awesome. So anyways, yeah, just hunting for more, right? I want to make this into a multi-million-dollar business, not into just, a living. So it's, it's fine either way. Not everyone needs to be a multi-millionaire. But for me, I have the super entrepreneurial spirit. So there's nothing wrong with that. You get what you think you deserve out of life, right? So if I think I deserve a multi-million-dollar business, I'm going to think and act in a way that will actually reward me with that. However, if I think that I deserve, doing this part-time and just scraping by, then I'll put in the action related to my thoughts and how I'm thinking about what I deserve. So that's kind of some more philosophical, psychological stuff for you guys. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you guys for all your support and watching. I hope to see you in the next video. And yeah, see you later. Have fun. Have a great weekend. I'll